Hey guys, it's me and Leona. Welcome back to the channel. Is that you? We're doing a new Oddities video. We've got another spider web that has sold, so we're gonna get that ready to go out. And I really need to do some projects in this video. Hold me accountable. And luckily, I don't have to go very far to find it. It's that one. Gosh darn this, weird lighting. I'll try to insert a photo that's better than what I've got going on here, but this one sold for $28 plus cost of shipping. I had like a mini stash of webs that weren't listed, thinking that I might be able to make them last a little bit longer, and I've been slowly listing them and they're just selling. This one I just recently listed. I think it's the frame. This was a really good frame. I think I got this at a church rummage sale maybe. Anyway, it just sold for $35 plus cost of shipping. And for $52, we sold another wasp nest. I could even go a little bit smaller with the box maybe. Or I can do it this way. Try to save as much as I can of the branch. I need to get better at taking photos of these things as they sell, because I think at the moment I have 3 empty hooks. I need to find a cool looking one that I can hang from that hook. I think this one is a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. That's like a $80 one, I think. You know what? This is a really nice one. I think we might push our luck a little bit and list it for $90 just to see what happens. It displays well. I think it's a pretty freaking good one. And like I promised you, we're gonna do a couple of projects in this video. I'm borrowing a lamp that we actually have for sale, but it's pretty swell, so if it doesn't sell like fast, I might keep it for this purpose, at least for the winter. That is gonna be our first project. Hoping it'll go in here. I just have to clean this glass, and then I'll show you what's in there. Oh, the reveal. Oh good, I can use the buttons on my phone while wearing gloves. Sometimes I can't. I have not dug into this in a long time. Ooh, he turned out freaking awesome. He's still got a little bit of stuff on him, but oh my gosh, he turned out really great. For safety reasons, I do think I'm going to take a blow dryer to him outside so that I don't get borax and stuff all over the place. Fluffed him up slightly. I like it. I don't know if this is fuzzy or if it's just because I'm not wearing my glasses. Let me try to fix that. I don't know if that's any better, but we're going to try to see if it fits in the... I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to be long enough to fit in here. Gosh darn it. Maybe it will. I got to figure this out. I really like the way this is turning out, and I think it will fit. I tested everything, and the only thing is the bat is so dark and the frame is so dark. I did the back white, but I'm also thinking I grabbed some like fairy lights. I'm thinking maybe doing the edge in fairy lights. I don't know. We're gonna test that theory and see if it functions like it does in my head. I can't get the stupid lights to work. They come on for like a second and then they go off, and I don't know if it's my batteries or if it's the lights, but the lights looked like they were brand new in the package, so I don't friggin' know. But against the white background, it actually doesn't look so bad. I actually have one more idea, but I don't know if it'll work. I mean, we've lost the light in here, so you just have to bear with me. There's a little bit of a glare. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know. Should I take the candles out or leave the candles? The thing is, I'll have to kind of take the back off every time I want to shut them off. And once I shut them off, I know myself. I will never turn those things back on ever again. So do I leave them or do I just take them out? What's in the jar, you ask? Exactly. I definitely need new pair of gloves for this one. Ew. Had to boot Piper out for this one. Octopi. I have some ideas. I definitely want to do some wet specimens, but For these guys, I think I'm going to try mummifying them. I just have to get them in a manner that I want them to be stuck in, basically. So I gotta go through and see if I have craft wire. I'm gonna see if this is strong enough to hold the tentacles. If not, I'm gonna have to come up with a plan B. It's gonna be a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. This one I'm gonna do pretty simple, and I'm gonna have to figure out something else because that craft wire is not gonna hold the tentacles like I was hoping. So I don't know. Maybe I should try something else before I just put that like that. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. But it's going to be a mummification process, so it's going to shrivel. So I want to try a couple of different ways of doing it because it's going to shrivel differently. Does that make sense? Okay, well, we're going to put this one away and we'll see it in a few months. Oh boy. Alright, this is going to be an interesting process. This is the first time I've tried to mummify a octopus. I've done one wet specimen and it didn't turn out great. I mean, it was okay, but I didn't love it. So we're going to try this, and then I do have a couple glass globes that I do want to put a wet specimen in, but I have to see what kind of chemicals I currently have and what I need to order. If I have anything, we can do one, I think. I don't know. We'll just see. Now that we have a light again, I am fairly sure it's this one, but we sold another wasp nest. It is. It's the right one. Very carefully going to get that wrapped up. That was kind of a big one. It sold for $67 plus shipping. And this is a super huge bummer. I seen this today. I don't know if you guys can see that. This one has fallen off its peg and hit the ground multiple times. So has this one. This one's even worse. The webs inside the frames are just completely destroyed. So I lost two of them. I gotta delete these off our store. And what goes good with spider webs and wasp nests and random stuff? We sold Stephen King's Dr. Sleep for $4 plus the cost of shipping. This is like the motion picture tie-in. I'm really excited to get to this this book. I read The Shining last year. It was really freaking good. Like, love that. So yeah, anyway, get this ready out. My goodness. Okay. Sold a pair of mummified squirrel paws for $15 plus the cost of shipping. Whew. I mean, it's like super crazy what I can literally make off of one roadkill animal. It's just, it baffles me. Anyway, 15 plus shipping. Don't mind Woody in the background. He just talks. Oh boy, we're going to revisit this nest. Do you guys remember the super large wasp nest that was hanging here? It was the first one that we had cut down for the season. We sold it for 85 bucks. Well, I got a message this morning that it disappeared in Missouri. I looked, it was supposed to be delivered in November. Like, by the end of November, it was supposed to be delivered. Here we are, heading towards the end of December. I checked everything. It legitimately is lost. USPS has failed. So I can either refund her $105 for the shipping and the wasp nest, or I can send her this one, which is a little bit smaller, but still it displays well. It's in pretty good condition, and I was going to list it for about the same price. She was super excited. I feel so bad for her. She was super excited. She messaged me on like a Sunday and was like, you know, if I order this, will it be here before Christmas? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to ship it out tomorrow. It should be here by the end of the week. That was a month ago. I feel so bad for this lady. She was so excited. It was like the one gift for her husband that she was super stoked on. So I'm going to do the right thing and just eat the cost of shipping this one and the money that I would have made listing this one. So if you were interested in purchasing this one, sorry. I don't know. I've got other ones in the bus we're going to go sift through later. Next on the list, there's a spider web in there, so I've got to match it up because I'm pretty sure that's it. I hate how dark it is all the freaking time. Yes, this is it. It's sold on Etsy for $25 plus the cost of shipping. I'm truly running out. Just sold this one for $52 plus the cost of shipping. So, I mean, that takes the sting a little bit out of the one I shipped out for free, kind of as a replacement or whatever you want to say. That cost me $30. So, I mean, it was better than, you know, refunding $105. But right now, I think this is the only other one we have listed. So, I really do need to get out on the bus and select a few more. I already took my boots off, and now I don't feel like going back in the bus to look for wasp nests. So I grabbed this. I figured I can at least attempt to get a doll headlamp done. This was a freaking pain. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we had to cut that out with like a freaking utility knife. My hand is super cramped up, and I had to make this hole a little bit larger in order to fit the tea light in there, and I have yet to check it, so I figure we'll just do that on camera and go see what kind of creepiness we've got going on here. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so you can't really tell that there's still specks of the eyeball stuff inside. Dude, that looks awesome. And I've got a stand that I think will work really well for this. Here's the stand we got from the thrift store. I think it looks freaking amazing. I'm going to go take way better pictures and dimensions and get this thing listed. Before I lose complete ambition, we're going to go get wasp nests. I'm thinking the best way to do this is to literally do them one at a time so that I can get photos, measurements, hang them on the hooks inside, move on to the next. Because I think right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 empty hooks in the house. Yeah, see, these are going to start being the ones that have a little bit of bird damage. They don't all, but some of them do. I'm surprised that there's still greenery on that one that I'm keeping. Okay, this one's wind blown, but not really much damage. Whoa. Hanging it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to figure that out. Alright, I need to like figure out how I can sift through these semi-easily. I might as well, without doing that and squishing them. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I need bigger ones. That is what I'm searching for. What do you look like? This one might be a winner. We're going to have to lop that bottom piece off probably to get it into a box. But I think this is going to be our first one. You got to improvise when you're trying. God, the road is so loud. You got to improvise. I'm going to have to lop this and probably this big piece and then hang it from this little triangle here. I think that's how this is going to have to go. Well, the display as well, I did lop it a little bit just because it'll be easier to fit in a box. So now I just got to get dimensions and figure out a price. Let's check these ones out. More so than what I just did. I know this one's definitely got bird damage. Maybe I should just start listing the ones that have bird damage. Even though they're going to sit longer. I don't know, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Even though I really have not had a ton of issues. Oh my gosh, I'm like stuck on everything. I haven't had a ton of issues selling ones with bird damage, but this is what I keep tripping over. This one's got slight bird damage. Okay. I'm okay with slight bird damage. Alright, let's get this one listed and hung. You can see right there, the birds were picking at the larva. Corner looks kind of BA, if you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I'm gonna get Dimensions and get that one listed. Have you guys ever noticed how bad my ADD gets sometimes? I was like perfectly fine hanging nests, and then it took me 30 seconds to battle the beagle, and I'm like, ugh, I'm doing something different. So I wanted to just see. I grabbed one of the what the heck are these things called? Shadow box. And I have this. This is one of the ones that we cut down, but it like totally just got destroyed in the process. But it's just so freaking pretty that I'm still thinking it'll look really cool in a shadow box or something. But I figure out how to like either flatten this part out or cut it off or something. I need to cut that off. And I still think it's going to be too thick for this specific shadow box. So that's what I kind of needed to know. But I've got other things in here as well. Like these things. Which again, I can't put them all in here. I might be switching gears again. Let's just see what else is in these bins. I can't believe how many of these we cut down. It's just like crazy. The lady that bought the one that disappeared in Missouri, I sent her pictures of the ones that I sent her to replace it. She's like, I can't believe you have 2 of these. I'm like, yeah, I've got more than 2. I've got so many, and this one's actually in really good condition. Very, very minor damage, so we'll hold on to that one for the moment. This one's got pretty severe bird damage at the top, but I think it'll still display really well. I don't know how I'm going to hang that, though. That's going to be a pain to hang. It will be sweet if I can sell a couple of these fairly quickly, though, because we're on a mission. We are on a mission. What mission, you say? I've decided I'm going to buy another beetle colony. Those of you who are new around here, I had a really frigging awesome... Oh my god, look at that tiny dude. He needs to be listed. Okay, tiny dude is somewhat smashed. So, he might actually be the right size for a jar. I wonder what kind of jars I can come up with. Ooh, let's go look at jars. I need to try to unbury this stuff to get to this. I'm going to show you. This isn't our basement. This is our box pile. This is all of our shipping supplies. And I've buried my cabinet that has my glass jars on it. I got it open. This almost seems like the right size. And it's vintage and it has a cool metal lid. Just needs cleaned. Just for funsies though, we are gonna see what else is down here. I can't wait to do something with these like apothecary looking jars. We got square jars, we've got other jars down here. Maybe we'll take one of these. I got more jars down here. I've got more jars over there. This one's cool, but I honestly think it'll be too short. I think this is the right one. Let's just take this one and see. Welcome to my workspace. Aren't you guys glad my videos are not like quality? Okay, this little guy. I brought my lappers. I am certain. Oh, this one's not even gonna be friggin' big enough. Gosh darn it. This one's not even big enough. It's not wide enough. Because even if I cut that branch down, it's still gonna be... Yeah, gosh darn it. See, ADD. Now I'm like, that didn't work, let's move on to something different. It's horrible. Alright, I will get this little guy, who also got slightly smashed, I think. I didn't think that that was going to be a thing. Maybe I'll move on to one of these. me see. This one. This one looks like, come on. This one looks like it's good. It is slightly flat, but I think that that's just the way that it is. I think that's just the way that it was built. A little bit flat, which is fine. Yeah. This one is a good hanger too, and it's in good shape. This one's wider. I don't know if it's what I want though. Darn it. Okay. I'm just gonna hold up on that, I think. I'm annoying myself. So I grabbed the jar. And this is our next project. Those of you who've been part of the channel for a minute, you may have wondered what this is and why it's covered. This is the tank for my beetle colony, which I lost when I broke my ankle. Like, oh, I wish you guys understood. Like, I annihilated my ankle. And in the process, it was hard and I lost my beetles. I couldn't feed them. They eat roadkill. It was a whole thing. So, this is what I'm thinking. Well, I just peeked in there, and there are turkey bones in there that I didn't know were in there. So I might I'm gonna clean out the whole thing. Completely put new bedding, new water source. I don't know if you can see right here. That's styrofoam. They bed in their styrofoam. That's where they lay eggs. I'm going to just clean the whole thing out, put new bedding, styrofoam. I want to find like a really shallow metal dish to put their food on so that I was using styrofoam trays and they were just burrowing in it. It was making it really hard. Anyway, this is our project. Next. Why beetles, you ask? Well, because they eat the flesh of the dead, but they leave the bones alone. And they will clean a bone like you would not believe. They will leave literally just the bone. And then I can do cool things with the bones. I haven't been able to do that, and right now is prime season for roadkill, and I don't have my beetles, and it is sucky. Let's see. Okay, this one will fit. I had to lop these down a little bit, but I think we've got the right size jar. And of course, I took the loppers in the house because my ADD is strong today. So I'm going to leave this for the moment. I don't feel like going back in and then coming back out and then going back in and then coming back out. So we're just going to pause life right here. I got the loppers. We're going to trim this down and see if I can get it to fit in this container. And I also brought some things to hopefully just finish the piece. Not sure. I have like a vague idea of what I want it to look like. Trimmed that down. I want like a decent amount of the moss at the bottom of this. This is going to be so hard to ship. But, oh well. It is what it is. And then hopefully this will now fit the way I want it to. Kinda. But it's not going to leave room for much of anything else. I tilt this, which I guess is fine. I'm just going to make sure you can see it. That actually looks pretty sweet. Do I want to do anything else with it? That is the question. I like had this bone I was going to incorporate, but I don't like it. I don't like that at all. It like kind of, I need to poof this out a little bit, make it look all nice and things. Now, do I want to try to put a flower? We'll try it, and if it doesn't work, we'll take it out like we did with the bone. Honestly, I don't hate that. Okay. But I don't think we need to go like ape. I think that one will do. What do you guys think? 40 bucks? Alright, I think we're done with this one. And on that note, guys, I guess I'll sign you off. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. See you on the next. Bye!